Hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle NOLA channel. I'm your hostess, Southern Belle, and this is the Sunday snack auction, part of our Bargains by Belle auctions. And I want to let you know that as per the results of the poll, instead of every Sunday being a Sunday snack auction, the first and last Sundays of every month will be Sunday snack sales, and the middle two are going to be Sunday Sparkle. So we'll have our $1 charms, our $2 pendants. We'll have agate slices and necklaces and rings, bracelets, and tons of beautiful sparkly items, all at bargain prices. So I'm so excited about that change. It came from the fact that being in the South, I'm not going to take a chance on mailing chocolate during the summer. Now, if you think it's okay, if you think you know how to pop it into the fridge just to mold it back, then you're more than welcome to private message me. But because I sell all things as is and where is, I just don't want anybody to be disappointed, even though I warn everybody at every auction. Um, it's not a return policy like a store. It's like buying things at a garage sale or a flea market. All right. Let me introduce the co-host for today. Back by popular demand, we have Katie. Welcome, Katie.
Hi, Belle. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the auction. We're glad you're here today.
Yes, happy Sunday.
Yes, happy Sunday. Thanks for spending some of your weekend with us. We appreciate it.
And Katie will be back tomorrow to host the 7 p.m. Monday night variety sale of Bargains by Belle. So y'all make sure and make plans to join us back tomorrow night because everything you buy today gets combined with what you bought last night and what you buy tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, that's when Thursday, I do my packing and billing. So before we say our individual hellos, let me go ahead and tell everybody how this works in case anybody new is here or anybody is watching the replay. So, if you think you might possibly want to bid on something and you've never bid on anything before, what you need to do is send me a registration email. Let me know your YouTube name, your real name, and your shipping address. That way I know where to send the bill, where to send the items you win. After you've done that, then you can bid. The way you bid in my chat is in numbers. That way I have a legal representation that you knew how much you were going to be charged on your invoices because you do have to pay for absolutely everything you buy. All sales are final. All items are as is and where is. The only time you can retract is during an auction. I do not cancel invoices at all, ever. You simply have to pay for what you have bid on. The methods of payment are a choice of Zelle or PayPal. Zelle is my preferred method of payment because there are no fees and it's guaranteed by the banking system. But I do accept PayPal. PayPal is the software by which I make your invoices. PayPal is also how you can pay with your bank card, your debit card, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, Venmo, Apple Pay, and lots more ways. The method of shipping that I use is called Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship is a discounted shipping service that works with both UPS and USPS in order to get the deepest discounted rates. Those deeply discounted rates are based on the weight of the box, the dimensions of the box, and the distance from your zip code to mine. I'm shipping from a suburb of New Orleans, Louisiana. That's why my channel's name is Southern Belle NOLA for New Orleans, Louisiana, since there are many Southern Belles on YouTube. This way, you can always remember where I'm shipping from. If there are any questions about registering, about payment, about shipping, or any requests for specific items, go ahead and put those in the chat. Everything I show in this auction is still in date. If you're looking for discounts on items where the food date barely passed, what a shame the food date passed. I do not sell it at this auction, but you can get that at my Monday auction where I clearance out shame the date passed items. And for any and all newbies, this is not only a food sale. In fact, food will probably be less than half of the items that are offered today. Since we won't be having another snack auction for 2 weeks, a lot of what we have today is kitchen items, is preparation items, serving items, and you'll see. But I'm always taking requests. All right, Katie, let's go to the top of the chat and say some individual hellos. All right, first I see my moderator and list maker, Melissa McIntosh. Thank you so much for being here to run the chat and to make the list. I really appreciate you.
Hi, Melissa. Thanks as always for running the chat.
And Melissa's reminding everybody to click the thumbs up. That helps me ever so much with the YouTube algorithm, and it doesn't cost a dime. Also, click the share button and share me out on your YouTube community page, on your Facebook, Instagram, all your Discords, including mine, Snapchat, TikTok, and Twitter, which is now called X. Next, we have Lily.
Hi,
Oh,
Lily.
Melissa,
Good
thanks
to
so much
see
for
you.
going and getting my friend Lily. Lily, I should have sent you a little spoiler alert. I don't know if you remember this, but a couple of months ago, I was showing chip clips, and you said, said to me, if you ever get SpongeBob. So I want y'all to know that I've been looking for different ones. So I still have some Mickey and Minnie, but I did get SpongeBob. I did get Jack and I always want to say Jack and Diane, but my friend Tracy's got me saying Jack and Diane. It's Jack and that little redheaded
Sally.
girl, Sally. Thank you. I just always want to call her Diane now. Shame on you, Tracy, for doing that to me. I still love Tracy though. Okay. And several other new ones. So when we get to the chip clips, I'm so excited to show y'all some that I found. But I thought about the SpongeBob. Also, I showed some SpongeBob coloring books last night. I called out to you. You didn't happen to be here. You're lucky Melissa didn't go and force you last night. Okay. Thank you, Melissa, for going and getting our friend. Oh, speaking of friends, na 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 na. Hey, Nana's here. I'm so glad you're here.
Hi, Nana. Welcome in. We're glad you're here.
Yes, I found SpongeBob. I had SpongeBob last night. I have SpongeBob today. When somebody makes a request, I take that seriously. Now, mostly because Melissa writes it down. So you really have Melissa to thank. But I do keep a lookout for things. So I debated about whether it should be for the snack auction because you can use chip clips for other things. But I will have it today. If for some reason you want a SpongeBob children's coloring book, it was $2. So you can always just let Melissa know to add it on. All right. Anybody else? Oh, I almost missed Ted. Hi, Ted. And Miss Jen, if you're watching.
Hi, Ted. We're glad you're here. Thanks for coming in today.
Oh, and it's a big day for guys. We've also got Native Wild Man, and I believe we found out his name is Sean, right? Is that right? Am I remembering right, Melissa?
I'm not
Somebody
sure if
else.
I've ever
Sean?
I'm not sure if I've ever met Native Wild Man, but if your name is
Oh,
Sean,
well,
hi, good to welcome
let me
in.
tell you about Native Wild Man then. Native Wild Man is one of the kindest YouTubers around. He has great videos about tea and, of course, native areas. When I was first starting, I saw him on a growth channel of a film, and it was the kind of channel where they would spin and put your name on a wheel. And on to some of those other channels, and I never get on the wheel. No matter what I do, I never get on the wheel. Now, you can bribe them by giving a super chat. Native Wild Man bribed them with a super chat. And just as the host said, okay, I'm going to put you on the wheel and show your channel, he said, instead, I want you to show Southern Belle's channel. And so we were instantly friends from his gentlemanly way helping my channel get seen. I think back then I had maybe 300, 500 views. So we were way, way, way back. And before I even had auctions, I had other live events to get people in the habit of coming to my channel, one of which was a game show. And he came on my game show and challenged me with a fun game we had. And of course, once I got everybody in the habit of coming to my fun shows, I eventually started saying, well, we should still keep coming, but bring your wallet. And show by show, I changed into auctions, which is now how I have 3 auctions per week. At one time, I had game shows and I had talk shows and I had all kinds of other non money making shows just to get people in the habit of tuning in regularly.
Well, that's
So I'm
great.
very
And that's so
grateful
nice
that
he
Native
shouted you
Wild Man
out.
helped me. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And he says, yes, his name is Sean. Okay, next I see Holly. Hello, hello, Miss Holly. So glad you were here. Thank you so much for coming.
Hi, Holly. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, we have Janice. Welcome, Janice.
Hi, Janice. Good to see you. Thank you for coming today.
And I see we have CQE. Welcome, Kathy.
Hi, CQ Kathy. We're glad you're here. CQ Kathy said hi to everyone, so thanks for shouting everyone out today.
Aw, so sweet. I think so. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. This is a great time to click the thumbs. Oh, Jackie! Welcome, Jackie, everybody.
Hi, Jackie. We're glad you're here. Welcome in.
Okay, so I say, laissez le bon temps, roule le good time, roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul, roll on and on and on. Now we're going to get started with the fun round I call Belle's Bargain Bonanza. And in this round, everything starts out at just $1. We will also have one of these dollar rounds at the top of every hour. So let me show you what I have. Last week, paper plates were so popular. So I do have one type of paper plate because it goes with the napkins. But I've got cups and bowls and napkins. So let me take you through the choices. Starting in the back row, these are tall plastic cups. They're all brand new. And these are great for outside, great for inside, great for celebrating the patriotic holidays. But can I tell you what my favorite thing is to do with these?
What's that?
And I don't know if y'all do this other places, but we have something called a Dr. Pepper float. And you put ice cream in the bottom. It can be vanilla, it can be chocolate chip, it can be chocolate cookie dough, it can be chocolate. You pick one of those flavors. Oh, the caramel's really good too. And then you pour delicious, sweet Dr. Pepper over it. And it foams up, and but it's got to be tall so that you have room for all of the foam and fizz that it creates. And you only fill the ice cream up to, somewhere in here, one scoop, maybe two. And then you have plenty of room for your liquid and for the foam. Now, I think up north they use root beer. I just don't like anything with sarsaparilla. It's just too bitter for me. I'm a Dr. Pepper girl. And of course, I went to Baylor. Dr. Pepper was started in Waco, Texas. They still have a three-story Dr. Pepper museum, which I have been to. So I think that's a great thing to do with these, but y'all may have other ideas, and I love reading your ideas. Next to it, we sold a sleeve of cups last time. Here's another sleeve. Look at these pretty little flowers and butterflies in it. Then I've got napkins. I think these plaid ones are going to basically go with everything. I also have these with the dainty pastel stripes. And then what do you put ice cream in if you just want a cup of ice cream? These have beautiful fruit on them, so they'd also be great for fruit salad. Or down south, we have something called ambrosia, which is kind of a combination of fruit, of jello, and of whipped cream. It's so good and so pretty. So these bowls are great for that. Now, if y'all want to use them up north for chili, I can't stop you. Just like if somebody down south wants to use them for gumbo, I'm so not going to stop. I don't know if Laurie's here or not, but she makes some of the greatest gumbo ever. I love when she brings me gumbo. Okay. And then for any dino lovers, these are the small size dino plates, and I have the matching napkins. The napkins are the large size napkins. All the napkins I'm showing are the large luncheon size napkins, not the small little cocktail size napkins. Because I know I always get questions, are those the big plates? Are those the little plates? Are those the big napkins? Are those the little napkins? So I always want y'all to know what you're getting. So we're looking for a starting bid of $1.
Belle, I think I'm going to have to try a Dr. Pepper float now because that sounds very good. We do have root beer floats, but you make me want to try a Dr. Pepper float.
Oh, so good. And my dad would do it with Coca Cola, though. But you can have a Coke float, you can have a Pepsi float, and
Yes, if
even
there's
for the
anybody
colas.
from North Carolina in the chat, I've had a cheerwine float too. I don't know if you guys get cheerwine in New Orleans, but another good southern drink.
I've never even heard of it. Now, in Texas, I've seen them try to make a float with big red, but the whole thing kind of turns a pink color. I went to a baby shower one time and they made everybody these cool, really pretty looking um, big red floats. It was after church, so they weren't trying to serve alcohol, but they had kind of a champagne flute, and it worked just perfect for a little miniature dab of ice cream, and then they poured the pretty big red over it.
How fun. And for some reason, those fruit cups reminded me of like a frozen yogurt cup. So when
Oh,
you mentioned
yeah.
ice cream, that kind of reminded me of a frozen yogurt cup.
Or you could use them for sorbet, you could use them for sherbet, you could use them for any of those frozen concoctions. And it's also a really good portion control because if you get out that big cereal bowl when you're dishing out ice cream, oh my, sometimes it can get away from you. Whereas these are a really nice size.
Teresa's in for $1.
Teresa!
Thanks, Teresa.
Welcome,
Now we're looking
Teresa. We've
for.
been missing you. And I want you to know I still have your items in your bin and I still have you on my prayer list with the 11th circled for you, sweetheart. So you are in my thoughts and my prayers.
So that means we're looking for $1.25. Thank you, Teresa.
Love you, Teresa.
And if someone has a dinosaur party coming up, this would be perfect to stock up at a great price. And those plastic cups are great not only for the holidays coming up, but really for any day.
That's right. It's always a good day to be patriotic. And these napkins have so many colors that they're going to work with any backyard barbecue, grilling, cookout, birthday.
All right. I see that Melissa has started to count us down. So
These
we are
might
going.
actually sell for just $1 today.
That's a great price.
It
We are
just
going.
shows it is worth your time to tune in at the beginning before everybody gets here and bids it up. So thank y'all for tuning in from the get-go. Oh wait, do
Thank
they
you.
say get-go up north? Do they say get-go out west? Or is that just a southern thing? Have y'all heard the term get-go before, or is that just me?
I've heard that before. I don't think I use it very often, but I've heard that before.
Okay, good, good. All right, let's see what Teresa's going to get. Would you read it out to me so I can pack it up in a little sack for her?
So Teresa would like 2 of the bowls.
All right. Oh, wait, I just noticed something. Some of the bowls, I thought they were all the same. Some of the bowls actually have popsicles on them. So if that makes a difference to anybody, I'm so sorry. They were nested, so I thought they were all the same. If you have a preference, let me know. But it looks like Teresa just wants them for the size and not necessarily for the motif. So I'm going to give you 2 of the fruit. If you prefer one of each, let me know. All right, 2 bowls.
And she says 2 napkins of any pattern, it looks like.
Of any pattern. Okay, well, I'm going to go with the dinosaurs because you are ferocious with your medical journey, and this will enable you to fight the good fight. So there's 2 of the dinosaurs. And thank you for always being so easygoing and easy to please, Teresa. I love that about you. All right. Did she say done or is she still picking?
She did not say done, but if there's anything else you'd like, let us know. And then we're going to be open to chat. Ted would like any of the bowls, 3 of any of the bowls, please.
All right. We got some bowls. Bowls are so hard to find, and I have a limited supply, so I'm glad y'all are jumping on the full bandwagon.
You could get the fruit bowls for your fruit salad or your side salads, and then get the popsicles for your ice cream or your dessert.
All right. Here's 3 of the popsicle ones. So pretty. All right.
No problem,
Those
Teresa.
go to Mr.
Thanks.
Jeff. All right. Who else? Who else? since everybody's interested in the bowls, I'm going to dox what I have left. All right, so fruit, well, fruit, and fruit. Okay, you probably can't see the little cups I have in the background, so I'm going to swap this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 of the fruit ones left, 1 of the popsicle left.
And rainbow cookie sprinkles would like any 2 of the bowls.
Okay, we'll give you 1 of each. There we go.
And welcome in, Rainbow. It's good to see you.
Yes, we know you are busy on Sundays, but it means ever so much. You make time to be with us before you're on the clock. I enjoyed that about you. Thank you, thank you. All right, anybody else? Oops, this one just fell off. All right, last call. Anybody else? We got cups, we got bowls, we got plastic cups, we got napkins. Got some smaller plates with matching napkins.
If you don't feel like doing dishes, paper cups and napkins are always an easy choice. Sometimes in the summer, it's just too hot to do dishes.
I agree. I love to just make a salad, eat the salad, throw the plate away, and I'm just done. Those bags of salad just are such a godsend in the summer. And I love that they even come with the dressing and all in them.
Lori would like 3 bowls, please.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right, here's 3 for Laurie. So for those of you keeping score at home, I only have 2 left. Only have 2 left. Anybody for the last 2?
And welcome in, Lori.
As well as other things. Last call before I move all these to the side. Y'all make sure and give a big enthusiastic thumbs up. All 17 of y'all. Hopefully I'm to at least thumbs by now.
Could Teresa get 1 more bowl, please?
Okay, 1 more bowl. Surely somebody else wants 1 more bowl. You can make me reshow these for just 1 more pack of bowls? Really? Anybody else for the last one? Okay, last call then. All right.
You guys got a great deal for those 6-pack of bowls for only $1.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? The cups were also a 6-pack. The napkins were a 16-pack. Okay, move this aside and we will see where to get started. Y'all have any specific requests? Let me know. All right, I am going to start with some of the most beautiful cups or mugs I have seen in a long time. Look at
Belle?
this beautiful. Yes, ma'am.
Lori is going to take the last bowl.
Okay.
Thank you, Lori.
All right, so I'm going to start this gorgeous cup. I'm going to start this at $3.
Rainbow, are you ordering the cups from the dollar round? The paper cups? Oh, yes, it does look like. Are you talking about the paper cups with the
These?
flowers?
These, or did you mean the patriotic ones? The Made in the USA, Home of the Brave, and Red, White, and Blue. I'm sorry if I went too fast, y'all. Everybody, make sure you're on live chat. And make sure that, not that top chat, which will deceive you into thinking your chat's at the top. And make sure your little red line's pulled all the way forward.
And Rainbow, if you typed in your answer, you may have to do this again. We had that problem last night that someone typed in an answer and we never got it until the very end. But I see you just got it in. So
Paper cups. Okay.
Rainbow
All
would
right.
like 2 of the paper cups.
All right. I only had 2. So for those of you watching the replay, I'm now sold out of the paper cups.
Thank you, Rainbow.
And you know what? Since this is the last snack auction, for those of you who might have tuned in late, I did a poll to see if y'all wanted to keep having the snack auction, have it once a month, maybe just twice a month. And the winning bid was that it should only be 2 snack auctions per month, and the other 2 auctions should be Sunday Sparkle. So I let y'all know that the Sunday snack auctions are going to be at the first and the end of the month. So this will be the last one. Then we'll have 2 Sunday Sparkles. And then at the end of the month, we'll have another food auction, another snack auction. So therefore, I want to let you know it'll be a good long 2 weeks. So y'all keep in mind, if you're ordering snacks, make sure you order enough for 2 weeks, although you can always email me. All right, look at this gorgeous brand new ceramic cup, $3. And I do have multiples in case you need a say it.
Belle, when I saw this cup, it reminded me of that outdoor pillow you sold last night. It looks like that same blue kind of pattern. So if anybody
You
happened
know,
to be
it does
watching
a little
last
bit.
night and needs a matching mug for some of their decor, this would be a great option.
Or a lot of people have blue and white dishes or collect blue and white. Anybody for $3. Now, the last few times that I've sold mugs, people have said, you know, you could use a mug as a container. You can make a whole little gift set with it. So I listen to what y'all say. So if y'all would prefer not to buy an empty cup for $3, would you like to buy this filled cup for $5? Or maybe this filled cup for $5? In it, I put a 2-pack of brand new with tag microfiber dishcloths.
That's a great option. And I always think maybe you could buy a mug and a couple bags of tea or coffee that you want to gift someone, or a couple cake pods and gift it, maybe some chocolate with someone for someone. That could be a fun little gift.
Okay, Katie must be reading my mind because, in addition, I have a few other options. This one says, all you need is love and coffee, and that's what I did. I put a matching dishcloth in it. I put a K cup. I put a little stirring spoon.
So cute.
Or if you want to be king of the jungle, or you think of your kitchen as a jungle, once again, here we've got a washcloth, K cups, and a stirring spoon. Or last but not least, this one says stay rooted. Once again, it's got name brand Duncan, a cute dishcloth, and a little stirring spoon. So I made up 5 of these. Y'all had mentioned this. So let's see if anybody thinks that these are indeed worth 5 for everything in it.
Gifts like that are always an easy thinking of you, feel better gift, a thank you gift. And then if they are not a coffee drinker, you could always use it as a pen cup, as a pencil cup, put some flowers inside.
Or I think everybody drinks hot chocolate. All right, well, last call then. I just wanted y'all to know when you made those suggestions, I really did hear you. So I went to the trouble this week of finding cups, of fixing these up, because I really do want to sell and show what y'all want to buy. Anybody for $5 after all that?
And I love that the towels match the cups so well. You know, the pink and the hearts and the blue kind of on the rooted cup.
Thank you. Hey, Sue. I'm so glad you're here. We've been missing you.
Hey, Azcats, welcome in.
You think this qualifies as a cat?
I think it's a cat.
Okay, last call on these mugs that are filled with all of these fabulous items. The dishcloths, the K-cups, the stirring spoons. All right, let me clear these away.
Oh no, Sean, I hope you're okay. That does not sound very good.
You'll let us know what you'd like to see next. Okay, how about some other cups? These cups are shorter and they are an acrylic. So these are only going to be 3. Here's the first one. It's got a beautiful yellow top to it, and it's got the slider function here. And this one has a pineapple, and it says "Summer Vibes." $3 for choice. This next one has a red top, same little slider, and it says "Hello Summer." This next one, make sure to listen closely and not just listen to the accent of my voice because I don't want y'all to misunderstand. This one I did not buy on purpose. I bought on accident. When looking at these, I thought it was another red one. But it does have this pretty flamingo on it. And it does say, and I hope nobody's upset by this, but flamingos travel in flocks. So it does say, because they travel in flocks, let's get flocked up. Looking for $3.
I love that the cups have the sliders on top. So not only are you helping keep your drink inside the cup, but also if you're outside and there's bugs or flies, you know, you can close the lid and nothing's going to get inside your drink.
Oh, such a good point. I also like that because when you're storing them, the cups that you only use in summer or that you only use for Christmas, sometimes those will get a little dusty. So I love that the ones with tops will keep that dust out for those cups you only use one season of the year.
Well, that is a good point too. I like the little pineapple one. I think that's cute, and the watermelon is cute.
Any interest in these cups? Also, you can see by their construction that it's a double wall system. You can see the wall of the outside cup and the wall of the inside cup because they're clear.
I think that flamingo cup could be fun if you're having a girls' night and you're getting together to have some snacks with your girls or just hanging out. I think that could
Right,
be a
with
fun
your
cup.
flock of friends, because,
Yeah,
birds of a feather flock together. Hmm.
absolutely. I think that could be fun. Or a
Okay,
fun
well,
gift.
oh, uh huh. All right, last call on these. All right, between cups and mugs, I am striking out. Let's do some snacks instead. Maybe that would be more to your liking. I've got some cookies. There's going to be $3 per choice. The first one is creamsicle. So if you enjoy a delicious creamsicle popsicle, but you don't want to refrigerate it and you want me to be able to mail it to you, these cookies have the filling with the creamsicle flavor. The other choice is strawberry filled cookies. Let me show you the dates on these. These are 2027, so plenty of time. This one is also 2027. Looking for $3.
I've never had a creamsicle cookie, but I do like the creamsicle popsicle, so I bet those would be good. CQ Kathy's in for 3. Thank you. That means we're looking for 325.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Craig yet today. We've got Sean and Ted. Where's our Craig? And Jedis. We need the rest
So
of our guys.
I think these would be good if you made some iced tea or some lemonade and needed a sweet treat to go with it.
I love that idea.
Melissa has started counting this down, so we are going once, going twice. Fair warning, looking for 325. And we are sold to CQ. So thank you, CQ. Let us know which
Congratulations.
ones you're interested in. And go ahead and type done when you're done. CQ would like one of each, please.
Okay, we got those. All right. We'll open this up to the chat then. Anybody else?
Yes, that means we are open to chat. So if anybody would like to try the creamsicle cookies or the strawberry cookies, let us know.
These creamsicles are a favorite of Rainbow. She's mentioned it a couple of times. So if you have questions about the taste, Rainbow can tell you.
And these are on a white cookie. So if you're not a chocolate cookie fan, these are on a vanilla cookie. So if that's something that sounds good to you.
All right, let me move these aside. Okay, next $3 starting bid for choice. I don't know if Sandy might be lurking. Sandy loves these. It's the cookies and cream wafer. At most stores you go to, you'll see chocolate, you'll see vanilla, you'll see strawberry. But other than me, I haven't seen any place that has the cookies and cream wafers. If you're a person that likes knoppers, give these a try. To me, they have a little bit of the knopper sensation, just without them being hazelnut.
Yes, if
All
you
right.
don't like hazelnut, that could be a good option.
I only have one bag of these. There are 70 pieces in this bag, and they have lots of varieties like Smarties and Warheads. And then for my coconut lovers, I have crispy coconut rolls. These are safe for vegetarians. There's no artificial ingredients. Um, and this is what they look like, light and delicious. They're dairy free and they're made with coconut milk. Melissa always says that these are delicious.
All right, only starting at $3. I think that's a great price for the amount of sweets and treats that you're going to get, especially the 70-piece candy bag. I know we have some sour candy lovers in the that come in from time to time.
Okay, any interest? All right, let me move these aside. Next, I have something really unique. I showed it for the first time last week and it was popular. I only have a couple left. It is pizza. Well, it's pizza soup. And yes, they have managed to make pizza into soup. You just rip it right here and you heat it up. $3. Also, if you have a fancy cell phone, you can scan this and even get a free spoon. Don't ask me how that works. I'm probably the only person who doesn't have a cell phone. You just put it into the microwave, easy peasy. So $3 for pizza soup. Talk about a nice, easy meal.
I think someone mentioned last week that this kind of sounded like a tomato soup. So if you're a fan of tomato soup, maybe kicked up a little bit, this could be good.
So they're describing it as pepperoni, tomato, and cheese. And it's also gluten free.
And we were just talking about having easy things to eat. So this is nice and easy. You could heat up the soup in the microwave pouch and then pour it in one of the mugs. Pour it in one of the mugs that Belle just had, or your own mug, and eat it or drink it out that way.
And you could even take it to work with you.
That's a good idea because a lot of times when you're at work, you need something quick and easy to eat and without making a big mess.
Okay, we're going to pass on this. Something I showed that I enjoy in that soup is something we eat a lot of down south, oysters. Well, these are technically oyster crackers because of the shape. Here's the date on them. I don't know if y'all can see it. It is November. November. So $2 for this huge 10-ounce bag of oyster crackers. Would you float them in my soup or somebody else's soup, or you just use them for a crouton substitute on your salad? Look how many you get for only $2.
I love oyster crackers. They're so good.
And Lady Braven was telling us some delicious things that she makes with them last week.
And I love your idea of being able to use it as a substitute for croutons, maybe, if you don't have those at home or don't want to make your own.
Okay, last call on me. All right, next, $2 for choice. I have two brand new snacks. This first one is called S'mores Grams, and it's made by Goldfish. The second one, and I only have one of these, is the mini Chips Ahoy, and I love that it's in a resealable container. That just seems so convenient to me. And then last but not least, I have a 6-pack of oatmeal. This one is maple and brown sugar. $2 for choice.
Lots of yummy choices. And those resealable cups are great because they are good for a lunchbox. They're good to fit in a bag if you're on the go, or in a backpack if you're on the go. And a lot of times they'll fit in a cup holder. So if you happen to be on a road trip or going running errands that day, a lot of times you can fit them in a cup holder to snack on as you go.
Oh, that's a great point. I love that.
CQ Kathy's in for 2. Thank you. That means we're looking for $2.25. And oatmeal is always such a good breakfast option. I think it's so filling. It's healthy, and you can always add lots to the top of it if you want to. Such a good choice. I love oatmeal. All right, Melissa has started to count this down. So we are going once, going twice, and fair warning, anybody else in the chat, for $2.25. All right, we are sold to CQ. Thank you, CQ. All right, CQ Kathy would like 2 of the Chips Ahoy, and then she's done.
I only have one. I only have one Chips Ahoy. Is one going to be enough, or do you need to retract? I'll gladly sell you the one I have. I thought everybody was going to want the s'mores. I always think of s'mores as such a summer and fall food.
CQ says that one is fine.
Okay. Anybody else for the oatmeal or the s'mores?
Yeah, the Belle made a great point that if you don't want to have the mess of, getting chocolate bars and graham crackers, you could have the goldfish without having to worry about making them on a fire and putting them all together.
So true.
And we are open to chat, so if anybody else is interested, we
Okay.
have the yummy oatmeal.
All right. Move these aside. All right. Next, $2 for choice. Let's look at some protein. First, I've got by Know and Love light tuna in water, 100% wild caught, and look how delicious it looks on a croissant. Your next choice is also by Know and Love. It is hickory smoked tuna. Then I have teriyaki tuna. Look how good it looks on that po' boy. And lastly, applewood smoked. Looking for $2 for choice. Notice the teriyaki has 17 grams of protein. The applewood smoke has 15 grams of protein.
We were just talking about having an easy lunch when you're at work. I think this is always a great option because you don't have to worry about anything spilling or packing, extra Tupperware or things. It's all in the pouch ready to go. You could just add some crackers and make little tuna sandwiches. Diane, we can see you in the chat. Welcome in.
Diana! Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Did we miss something that you said before? Because we always greet you and everybody as soon as we see them. So if we miss something, let us know. I hope you're feeling better, or if you were trying to order or buy something, just let Melissa know. Because we would never skip anybody. Not on purpose, anyway. Everybody make sure and welcome Diane. Okay, I'm going to move this aside, and if Diane needed or wanted anything, we will go back and get that. And then we're going to go to our next dollar round. Okay, this is going to be the Belle's Bargain Bonanza. So all of these are going to start out at just $1. What was strange last night? We kept talking to you, but I think you must have left after we were talking to you last night. Because we started missing you, but we were still broadcasting.
I think maybe when she was trying to type, was it her that was trying to type and we couldn't see her thing she had typed, I think.
Okay, well, for the $1 round, I have these big placemats. So I've got different types of them. So I'll show you the various types that I have. If you need for me to count because you need a certain number for your family or a certain number for your table, just let me know. These all measure 17 by 11. So this first one says, a house is not a home without paw prints. Look at the cute little paw prints over here. And remember, these don't just have to be placemats. Maybe you need some kind of wipe off mat to set your shoes on when they come in all muddy from the rain we've had. Or maybe this is where you do your drawing and your painting and your gluing so you don't get things on your table. You can absolutely use those as well. The next one says, life is a beautiful ride.
Oh, I love the colors.
Next one says, this kitchen is seasoned with love. And
Jackie, that's
last,
exactly what I was thinking. The pet one could go under your dog food bowl or your cat food bowl.
oh, I like that. And also, I don't know if y'all saw, but I have the matching dish towel to this last week. And if anybody needs to see that again, I could run and get that just in case somebody needs matching sets. And the last one says, thankful, blessed. Just $1, y'all.
Yes, this is Belle's Bargain Bonanza round where everything starts at only $1. So Jackie gave us a great idea under the dog food bowl under the floor. So if they spill water or get food on the floor, it'll be easier to clean. But the placemats are so cute.
Are we
And they
really
look like
passing on $1 round?
they look like they'd be easy to wipe off in case you spilled on them.
Yes, they absolutely are. They have that kind of a texture to them. Well, we can pass. I think we should do some kind of do-over. I hate to have a pass on $1 round. Let me show them as I am moving them away. Melissa, Katie, if y'all think we should do a do-over, let me know in private chat. So we had Thankful Blessed.
Hi, Carrie. We're glad you're
Carrie,
here.
we had This Kitchen is Seasoned Love. Remember, these are just for that. We have Life is a Beautiful Ride. Look how basket of flowers is. And this house is not a home without paw prints.
And
All
Nana
right.
put
Well,
in a great
apparently both.
Nana put in
Go
a
ahead.
great suggestion that she has placemats on her nightstands to protect the wood. So if you have a cup of tea or some water on your nightstand, you can protect the wood in case the cup sweats or spills to keep your space clean.
Okay, I like that a lot. That's smart. All right. Well, if I'm going to do a do-over, how about I do a clearance? Can my do-over be clearance?
Sure.
All right. Well, I shoved these for $1. I'm now going down to 2 for $1. So they went from $1 to 50 cents. So once again, here's the choices: red, white, and blue. Home of the brave. USA. Oh, and where was the other one? There's a fourth one, right? Oh. It was made in the USA. All right. Now, does anybody want to get in on these? Now that I've slashed the price, so now you get 2 for $1.
All right. Only
I'm
2
determined to
for
get y'all ready for 4th of July.
2 for $1. I was going to say the same thing. Get ready for the 4th of July. If you're going to be outside this summer and don't want to take your good glasses outside, you can always use plastic cups instead. And not just for the summertime, but for any time.
Or maybe you just put a little plant in it. Because after all, if your plant rips the water into it, hey, it's plastic. All of a sudden, slipping a plant into it is going to turn it into a 4th of July centerpiece.
And I think you could get, one of each color for you and a husband and a kid or a neighbor. So you each have your own cup to use when you're outside. And then maybe you could take them home after the barbecue and everybody has their own cup.
Well, you know what? I might have struck out twice. Sometimes you just got to say, well, it's not working, and get back to the regular sale. I tried, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. All right, let's get back to the regular sale. Y'all let me know what you'd like to see next. Let me know what you'd like to find.
Belle,
Yes,
Jackie would like 2 of the Home of the Brave.
okay.
And 2 of the USA.
Okay, here's one Home of the Brave. Here's the second Home of the Brave. And here's 2 USA. All right, there's your bird. Thank you, thank you. All right,
Thank you,
anybody
Jackie.
else? Now, if anybody's looking at the cups thinking, I just need one, well, I only have one more USA left, and I only have one red, white, and blue. But I do have multiples of Home of the Brave and Made in the USA. All right, anybody else? Okay. All right, next, $2 for choice. I have Good and Plenty, or I have Canada Dry Cranberry Ginger Ale. All right,
Belle, we do have
$2 for these.
another order for cups, please.
Okay.
Rainbow would like 2 of the Made in the USA.
Okay. Here we go. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rainbow.
And everybody, make sure you're on live chat, not top chat, that your little red line is pulled all the way forward. I am so blessed that y'all have tuned in for this snack sale. Hopefully y'all will click the thumbs up to support me, pretty please. Anybody for $2 for the Good and Plenty or the Canada Dry?
The Canada Dry Cranberry Ginger Ale is really good. So if anyone is a fan of Canada Dry, I think you'll like to try it, or fan of ginger ale.
All right, we'll move this aside. $3 for choice. I've got Pop Daddy Pretzels. The first flavor of Pop Daddy, which is made with flavor so bold it is lip smacking and finger licking, is smoked Gouda. And the second flavor is cinnamon sugar. And if anybody likes sweet, I can also get birthday cake flavor in the Pop Daddy. So three flavors to choose from.
The cinnamon sugar seems like it would be kind of a good dessert, savory snack to have.
It's a
And I
great
know,
combo of sweet and salty. So if people haven't tried it before, if you like kettle corn, where the kettle corn has both the sweet and the savory, it's that kind of experience.
and Melissa says the cinnamon and sugar are amazing. So Lily is in for 3. Thank you, Lily. That means we're looking for 325. And don't forget, Belle can also get birthday cake if that's something that you're interested in.
The birthday cake kind of reminds me of like a caramel corn.
All right, I see that Melissa has started to count this down. So we are going once, going twice, and fair warning. Anyone else for 325? We are sold to Lily. Congratulations, Lily.
All right, let's see what she wants and what quantities. Oh, Carrie Z gives the testimonial that they are both really good. Thank you so much, Carrie.
That always helps when people come back and let us know what they think. Lily would like 2 of the cinnamon.
Okay. Got it.
And
Oh,
2
and
of the Gouda.
2 good. All right. Get those as well. All right. Got it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lily. That means we are open to chat. So if anybody else would like to try it. All right. Diane says she would like 2 of the cinnamon sugar.
Okay.
And 2 birthday cake.
Okay.
Thank you, Diane.
All right. Anybody else? All right. Last call on these. All right. Let's look at some chip clips. These are going to start at $3 per set and lots of different choices. Okay. First choice is Winnie the Pooh. These are on Disney and have the magnets on the back.
That's great that they're magnetic.
We talked about SpongeBob earlier. Here's a SpongeBob. Here is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Star Wars and Grogu.
Lily's in for 3. Thank you, Lily.
Mickey Mouse. Different Star Wars with more of the Grogu. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. In order to be fair, there's also Minnie Mouse. And if for some reason you're saying, I don't need any of these characters, I just need the chip clips, you can get a 5 pack of just chip clips if you don't need any of the characters. And I'm calling these chip clips, but in reality, you can use these on gummies, on trail mix. You can use these when you're to hold the crafty items that you're gluing. Lots of things you can use these on.
And I love that these are a pack of 2 or a pack 5. So it's a great deal. And Bella's right, not just for your chips, for your pastas, for any other snacks that you get from Belle. And Melissa has started to count this down. So we are going once, going twice, and fair warning. Sold to Lily. Congratulations, Lily. And we probably already know which one Lily's looking at, but Lily, go ahead and let us know.
She might want more than one. You never know. Oh, nope, just SpongeBob. Okay, here's your beloved SpongeBob. And who's the other one? Does SpongeBob have a wife or a sister or a girlfriend or mommy?
Nope, just another SpongeBob.
Just another SpongeBob. Okay, the more the merrier.
All right, Nana would like 2 of the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay, thank you so much.
And I love
Anybody
that
else?
those clips are magnetic, so you could stick them on the side of the fridge or use them to put recipes or notes on the fridge.
Well, one thing that we used to do with these back when I was a college student, even though I look different, is my parents said, well, come home. You're going to have to do your own laundry. Like, I don't know how to work your machine. I don't know what to do. Well, we will put the instructions on there. So they literally had these magnetic clips, and there were instructions of how you set this dial and how you set that dial and blah blah blah, and when you push and when you pull and when you turn on and what to do with what load. And so that was super helpful to have, and it totally works. Also, if you need a little sign in your dishwasher for clean versus dirty, you could hang a little sign by clipping it on.
I was just going to say that. So yes, you
Also,
could
even
use these on
grocery lists. Yeah.
a
Hmm.
dishwasher if your dishes are clean or dirty. Nana
Last call.
wanted to make sure you had 2 of the Jack.
I have one here, but I thought I saw one at my supplier. So I'm going to go check my supplier, email you to let you know. I'm pretty sure I saw other ones. I just got one of each type. Well, I did get two of the Winnie the Pooh, but since neither of the Winnie the Pooh sold, I'm going to try to go exchange it for a second uh, Jack one. If for some reason I can't or they're sold out, then you'll get a Discord message from me. But that's my plan.
Lily would also like to take the Grogu in the front.
Okay, here we go. And any of these that I
Lily,
sell out of, I'm glad to go back to my supplier and get another one. But y'all can see that I just got one of each.
Lily, I'm assuming that's the one you not want, not the one with R2D2 in the back. But if I'm wrong, let me know.
Unless you wanted them both.
And Diane would like the pack of 5 plain.
Okay. I do have multiples of those. Multiples here around my own house. Let me grab one of those. Okay, anybody else? All right, let me clear these away.
I'm so glad you were able to find those, and I think that's a great thing for the Sunday sale to have.
And y'all remember that next week's Sunday sale is going to be a Sunday sparkle. As heard the way y'all voted in the poll. Okay, next I have this fancy cheese set. Anybody like cheese? I love cheese. This was originally $12. We're going to start it at 6. Let me show you everything you get in this set, which is sealed. You get a soft cheese knife. You get an aged cheese flat knife. You get a wooden cheese board and the cheese knives. So you'll see this is what it looks like on the outside. All of the knives are on the inside. You get these two boards here. This one on the back has these little foot pads as well. Kitty, I'm so glad you're here, Kitty. We've been missing you.
And Belle, Lily had a question. She wanted to know if your supplier or you had matching towels or pot holders to the chip clips.
I didn't even think to look for that. I think there were some matching ones in the Mickey Mouse. Are you looking for them in the Grogu or the SpongeBob? If so, I can look when I go back to swap for Jack clips. You can put it in this chat, or you can send me a Discord message, or send Melissa a Discord message. They might possibly let me know what you want, and I'll get it if I can find it. I love when y'all let me know because when I am retail arbitraging for y'all, and I'm like, I wonder if anybody would want to buy this. I would wonder if anybody would want to buy this. It is so much better when I say, oh, look, that looks like something fill in the blank person would want to buy. Both. Okay. I will
And
look for both towels and the pot holders. Are you also interested in oven mitts or just towels and pot holders?
welcome in, Kitty. We're glad you're here. It's good to see you.
Okay, so $6, you get the wooden cheese boards and the cheese knives, all in this handy dandy seal shrink wrap. And you'll see it's got the feet on the bottom. So who's ready to have a little cheese party, to have a little cheese tasting? I only have one of these.
I love that everything comes included and it all stores so nicely. So if you're taking this to someone else's house or even just storing it at your own, this is a great way to keep everything together.
So you rotate the cover in order um, to the right to open because it seals so completely. I'm sure people are like, wait, I can't get it open. I can't get it open. Hugs and kisses to you too. All right, we're going to pass on this then. Next, how about a nice thick trivet? We've all got pots and casseroles and dishes that you can't just sit at the table. You need something to sit it on. So, oh wait, Kitty was in for the. I'm so sorry. Okay,
Yes, Kitty would like the cheese set.
all right.
And Lily says yes to the oven mitts as well.
All right, I will look, because there is a chance I might can find them, and if so, I will get both of those sets. Hello,
Hello.
strings.
Hello, Strings and Pucks. Welcome in.
Okay, did we count this down, or since we had accidentally moved on, did we just write sold to Kitty? Oh, sold to Kitty. Okay. So next, if you've got your cup of ambition, like Dolly sings about, I've got this big, fabulous trivet. I'm going to start this one at 5. I'm going to start it at 5. This is made of cork. Here's the back of it. You will see it is Dolly branded, wiped clean with a damp cloth. So, and this is so much more affordable rather than having to go to all the way to Dollywood to buy a suit. Who wants to put their cup of ambition on the table and let it be the buffer pots, skillets, and casseroles?
This looks like it could be a really good size. So it could be for a regular size mug or a larger mug or maybe even a teapot or a coffee pot.
Absolutely, because I think her song it says something about yacht and try to come alive. And for anybody saying you only have one, I actually have two of these available. So maybe you're doing a little buffet and you need a carafe of coffee that is regular and another one that's decaf.
Oh, that's a great idea too.
All right, last call on this one. All right, next, $5 for choice. I have some table runners. Who likes tulips? Look how beautiful this is. And of course, it's hard to see the whole thing. This is the bottom. I have it folded in half, but you will also see, even in the center, we've got butterflies, we have flowers, we have tulips. So it's the standard 84-inch length. Looking for $5. This has such
These
a
could
great garden theme.
These could be a nice addition to the tulip cups you had at the beginning of the auction if you want matching cups.
Yes, Diane, I actually said carafe rather than craft. I know, they all sound alike. Sooner or later, but you know what the giveaway is that on the snack auction, it probably is a carafe, and on the variety auction, it probably is an actual carafe. But my accent. Now, if you're saying that's just a little too long, I really just need something in the middle of my table. Well, my question to you is, do you like lace? This one is not as long, and it's got a beautiful fruit motif, but it's just going to go in the center of your table. It's oval and it's a scallop design. Anybody for this one and say it? Anybody like lace?
That's so pretty.
Thank you. It has kind of an old world elegance to it. Okay, not into table linens. All right, I will move it to the side. Let's do $2 for choice, Melissa.
Kitty is in for 5.
Okay, was she in on the lace or the tulip?
Kitty, let us know which one you were thinking of.
Or she might like both for different places and different uses. And if y'all
We
haven't
are
already
sold.
clicked the thumbs up, please.
We are sold to Kitty. Thank you, Kitty. So just go ahead and let us know which one. Kitty says the lace, please.
Okay. I really thought she was going to take the other one. I always think of Kitty as liking florals, but maybe she likes the fruit instead. They're both beautiful. All right, next $2 for choice. The first choice is a set of aluminum burner guards. Great way to protect your burners and then just throw them away when you need to replace them. So it's an entire 12 pack. Or I have these super cute straws that say cheers. So you get a 2 pack of these. All right, looking for $2 starting bid. And Melissa, did you have a merit-based giveaway for us today?
I love the party straws. How fun.
Anybody for $2?
Hi, Nancy. Welcome in. It's good to see you.
I'm so glad you're here, Nancy.
Tamara's in for 2. Thank you. That means we're looking for 225.
Ah, there's the Super Cooper.
And Lisa Anderson is here.
I
Hi,
wondered if you
Lisa.
had gotten my email. Lisa, welcome. You'll all click the thumbs up for me, please. free and easy way you can support my channel, and I'm so delighted y'all are here.
All right. Melissa has also put in our giveaway question for today. So if you see that in the chat, Melissa says, our question for the giveaway: what's the weirdest food combo that you love and why? So for the giveaway, you can enter as many times as you want, but please keep it to one comment and tell us what's the weirdest food combination that you love and why. All right, we are sold to Tamara for $2. Thank you, Tamara. So, Tamara, go ahead and let us know what you are interested in. And we already have some great weird food combos coming in. Nana says that she likes bananas dipped in chocolate pudding.
Ooh, yum.
Kitty says she likes pickles and chocolate sauce.
Okay. You sure you're not expecting? I'm teasing.
Tamara says gizzards, noodles, and brown gravy all together in a pan.
Oh, okay.
Melissa says toast with ketchup. And Carrie Z says one of her favorites is cottage cheese and applesauce. Because when she had her teeth pulled, she wanted fruit with her cottage cheese. And that way she didn't have to chew.
Ah. Okay, Tamara's going to go with the burner covers. Just one box, or do you need multiple boxes? I do have multiples.
Diane says she's not very adventurous, so she doesn't eat much weird food. That's okay, Diane. I probably am kind of the same way.
You know, some people think weird food is just having a pineapple on pizza. So, you know, it's in the mind of the beholder. Some people think, oh, pineapple on pizza, that's normal. Other people think, ew, that's weird. So.
Lori says Cheez-Its and M&Ms, which sounds like it could be a good trail mix a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Tamara would just like one of the burners.
Okay. All right. We'll open this up to the chat then. Anybody else need a set of burner covers or a 2-pack of fun twisty straws that say cheers?
Carrie Z says grilled cheese with peanut butter and syrup on top.
Okay.
Kitty says that Mr. Terry's is something called balut, which is a fertilized chicken in the egg fermented. That's a new one I've never heard of.
I think I've seen that on Survivor, and when I was growing up, there was this show called Factor, and they had to eat stuff like that. And yeah. Oh, wait. Once you see it, it's one of those things you can't unsee. Oh. Shout out to Mr. Terry if you're watching.
Melissa says popcorn and butter rum lifesavers, which makes me think maybe you could melt the butter rum lifesavers and put those on top of the popcorn, maybe?
Well, if you melted them down, they'd kind of be like a butterscotch sauce or syrup. I bet that's probably like a buy somewhere. I mean, I have that, but they make a lot of syrups these days. All right. Katie is going to have such a hard time deciding on this merit based giveaway. And y'all will get to keep entering again and again as many times as you want to, as I keep changing the products back and forth. Jen! Welcome, welcome, Jen. That's what I said, that it sounded like pregnancy cravings. Although, really, what would I know about pregnancy cravings? But I've heard women talk that way. All right, Katie,
Hi, Crafty Jen.
keep reading the answer. She's going to be picking the winner. And I'm going to keep showing y'all different products. But y'all keep the items rolling in. I love it. I've got a hot cocoa flavor, chewy soft taffy, $3. Next, I've got a maple flavor, chewy soft taffy. I have a cotton candy, chewy soft taffy. Buttermilk gummies. I was thinking about not selling gummies anymore, but somebody said if they're covered in the sugar, this will keep them from sticking and melting. So I have just a couple bags of these left, so I'm going to sell out the last few bags and then stop sending them. And these, not technically taffy or gummies, these are called a chewy candy, and they're cappuccino flavored. So $3 for choice.
Kitty says cereal and ice cream.
Oh, that's a good idea because it just becomes a crunchy topping on the top. I don't know if I told y'all what I did last week, but McDonald's has $1 cones now. So I drove through and got a cone. But then I said, "Oh, I'm afraid it's going to drip. Can you just put it in a container?" So they just took one of the Sunday cups, which that cost $2, and they put the cone in it with the cone sticking up. And they're like, "Here, take this, ma'am." And a spoon. So what I did is I took that crunchy, delicious cone and I just kind of crushed it up, and that gave me a delicious, crunchy topping for the plain vanilla soft serve. So I enjoyed that much more for $1 than if I had paid $2 and gotten what was officially the Sunday, which just at McDonald's means a little bit of hot fudge or caramel. You can't get both on the same soft serve.
Kitty's answer kind of reminds
Or
me
they
if you guys have ever had or heard of fried ice cream. That kind of makes me think of that. Or else if you guys have a froyo place, sometimes they have cereal as a choice for the froyo yogurt places.
I'm so sorry. These are not sour. They're sweet and tangy. They're also gluten free. I did have some sour candies earlier. I had a big 70 pack of sour candies if you're looking for sour. This was a pass. I have just one of these left. This is a sour mega brand. You get 70 pieces in it. So if you're looking for sour, I've got this for $3. Sorry, these aren't sour, but I never want to lead anybody astray. All right, any interest in the taffy, the watermelon, which are sweet and tangy, and the cappuccino?
Melissa says Cheez-Its and chocolate ice cream. Lori says a condensed milk sandwich.
Oh, Laurie also likes condensed milk on her snowballs. Well, y'all don't call them snowballs. I think y'all call them shaved ice. But here we call them snowballs. Y'all have actual snow to make balls. We only have, shaved ice. All right, last on these. Last call, last call. I'm so surprised you were able to write that. Melissa, make me a note to ban the word yucky in the future. But yes, at my McDonald's, the ice cream machine always works. I don't have that problem in my little town. I've heard that some places do, but on my budget, $1 is about what I can afford to pay for a treat.
I think you are lucky with that, Belle. They always seem like they're down.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Next, I have some knives, kitchen knives. All right, these are going to be $5 starting bid for choice. And boom, look how big and heavy duty they are. This one says that it has a soft grip handle and it is dishwasher safe. Let me show you the beautiful edge on this knife. It is a chef's knife. And just in case y'all can't tell how big it is, let me grab my ruler. Here's my ruler. Let me adjust my camera. All right, so that's going to be the first option. But maybe you're saying that's too big. I can't handle a knife that big, which I get it. I couldn't handle a knife that big either. I also have a utility knife, and this one is thinner. This would be great for cutting your bread, for filleting your fish, doing so much of what you need to do. Not quite as big, not quite as long, but still substantial. Still has the comfort grip and is dishwasher safe. Next, I've got this one. This one's called a Santoku knife, and it has these little divots in it. And if you're unfamiliar with why it has the divots, you've ever been cutting a tomato and it just leapt up and just zapped you in the eye. It was because you were cutting and there was no place for the juices to run. With these divots, the juices will rise up and then go back down rather than squirting you in the eye. So I love this style knife. Jocelyn, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So we're looking for $5 for choice of knives.
Hi, Jocelyn. We're glad you're here. Thanks for tuning in.
Well, Laurie, that just sounds like good tuna salad to me. What's weird about that? Katie may have to tell me what's weird about that because that just sounds right to me. What's weird about that? The almond part? I mean, the almond part would kill me, but that's the only part. Laurie says tuna fish with hard boiled eggs, mayo, yellow corn, and almond flavors.
I wonder if Lori's making like a tuna salad with that or just eating it all together.
Sounds delicious to me, although I could totally see how you would put it in a tomato as well. Down south, we have something called stuffed tomatoes, and you don't cook them or anything. You just make an egg salad, tuna salad, chicken salad, and then you stuff it inside the tomato and just serve it that way.
Crafty Jen, I love shepherd's pie.
All right, any interest in the knives?
Teresa says that these knives are really nice, that she has the paring knife and she loves it.
Thank you.
They say it's really important to keep your knife sharp. So maybe if you don't have sharp knives at home or you need to replace your knives, this is a great way to do that.
All right, well, let's clear these away. All right, next, how about some icing? Let me show you the date on these. The date is February of 2027. So great for all your patriotic cookies. I also love that these already have the special tip on them for icing cookies or brownies or even writing happy birthday on a cake. I also have white as well. We're going to start these at $2.
I think all we're missing is blue icing, and you could make your 4th of July cake.
Oh, thank you for that testimonial too, Jocelyn. I appreciate it. And Kitty says you get a worse cut from a dull knife than a sharp knife. I've heard many chefs say that. All right, any interest on the icing? I tell you what, I'm going to add a couple of other items since we're at the $2 price mark. I'm going to add Brain Freeze Rainbow Crunch. It's a freeze dried candy. I'm also going to add some Tic Tac Chewy. It's a sour adventure.
Hey, Voodoo Mama, welcome in.
Tina, I'm so glad you're here. All right, any for $2. Kitty, I thought about you and I thought about Tamara both when I was showing that pizza soup earlier. That both seemed like something that y'all would like and it wouldn't be so much trouble to cook since I know y'all are pizza lovers. All right, let's pass on these.
So, Diane would like 2 of the vanilla icing.
Okay.
And 1 Tic Tac.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Diane.
All right. Next, these are going to be $3 for the 2-pack. So this says sweet as a cupcake. And the second one has all these sprinkles. Look how cute it is. So if you need a way to keep your canned drinks cool, whether it's your brisk iced tea, your sodas, your 7-Up, right? Both ways. $8 is going to get you up to
Those are so cute.
$3. Thank you. And I tell you what, I'm going to make it for choice. In addition to that, for $3, you can also save your hands from being dishpan hands. I've got Dawn Long Cuff latex gloves for all your dishwashing, or God forbid you need to do something with cleaning your toilet, or one of God's sweet little creatures dies in your yard. You want to put on gloves for any of those. I have size medium and I also have size large. So now you've got multiple choices for your $3.
I think both of these items are great practical things to have. The koozies, since maybe you're going to be outside a lot, and the gloves, just to keep your hands clean. And Riri's in at
Riri's
3.
here.
Thank
Hello,
you,
Riri.
Riri.
I'm so glad you're here. Somebody else
That
sneak
means
in
we're
on me.
looking for $3.25. And Melissa has started to count this down. So we are going once. We are going twice. And fair warning. Looking for $3.25.
And
we
this
are
will be
sold
top of the hour.
to Riri. Congratulations, Riri.
Okay, let's see which one and how many. So glad you're here, Riri.
Riri would like to take the large gloves.
Okay, here's the size large. Thank you so much.
And that means we are open to chat. So if anyone would like the medium gloves or the pack of 2 koozies, they are still available.
Okay, last call, and then we'll go into our dollar round. All right, let's move these aside. All right, let me show you what I have. First, I have shortbread cookies. I have these only bars. They are a nut bar. The number one ingredient is peanuts. The flavor is peanut butter and dark chocolate. Anytime you see one worthy of $1, go ahead and put your dollar in. Um, this only the number one ingredient is cashews. It's a fruit and nut bar. The flavor is cashew, cherry with dark chocolate. And I do want to show you, I'm not sure if that's chocolate or cherry, but if that bothers you, that little bit of, then don't buy these. So, because it does have the tiniest little bit of chocolate, which could smush like that. So if that bothers you, don't buy these. But most of the time, they will stabilize once you get them, or you can pop them in the fridge just for an hour or so. But I do want to show you that these work that way. Okay, I also have a Nature Valley crunchy peanut butter granola bar. I only have one of these. I have cinnamon toast crunch bars. I have Melissa's favorite, the Knopper. If you're unfamiliar with Knoppers, it is a milk hazelnut wafer with 5 layers of wafer. And in between, you have a creamy, milky filling and also a hazelnut filling. So this is what it looks like. And I also have some sealed sleeves of crackers. The box had issues, but I still have sealed sleeves of crackers. So, if anybody's interested in crackers.
I know we've had a lot of people that have said the only bars are really good. And I know that the Nature Valley bars are really good. And I know there's a lot of people that like Knoppers in the chat as well. So this is your chance to stock back up only for $1.
Now, I'm starting to run very short on the only bars. So, I have what I have. I won't be able to get more. So, I do want to warn y'all. I've only got a few left of the cashew. All right, anybody for the $1 round? Hi, Troy. Everybody, welcome 710.
Hi, Troy. Welcome in. We're glad you're here.
And Mrs. Troy, if there's a Mrs. Troy. I don't know if I've ever asked if there's a Mrs. Troy. I know some couples will watch together for weekends, like Kitty and Terry, and Ted and Jen. All right, well, last call on all of these dollar bars, knoppers, and crackers. Looking for $1.
Jocelyn would like 2 each of kind.
Oh, we don't have any Kind brand bars today. I'm so sorry.
Or are you saying 2 each of every kind?
Oh, of every type? I thought she meant the actual Kind brand bars because I have sold those in the past. I just don't happen to have any right now. When my Winn-Dixie went out of business, that I lost my supplier for Kind bars. Jocelyn, help us whether you meant the brand or meant all the various types. Oh no, you were just now eating your first meal. Did you sleep that late, or are you one of those people that has the intermittent fasting? I mean, the hangriness. No, I'm kidding. I tried that one time and I was hangry. After that, I realized it was making me sick, going without the nutrients I needed. But it works for a lot of people, especially if they're on like a weight loss journey, I think.
She would like 2 each of the nutty bars.
Okay, 2 each. Let me grab those. Okay, here's 2 of the cashew and 2 of the peanut. I do want to let y'all know this is now my last cashew. So if anybody else wanted to get the cashew, that's the last of the cashew nut bars.
Tina, that sounds good. Tina says she had a Asiago cheese bagel with butter.
Oh, I've had those from Panera before.
And Tamara,
Everything's left, Tamara. I haven't sold out of anything. And I do have lots of the items from earlier in the auction before you came in. So if you needed the pizza soup or the oyster crackers or Pop Daddy pretzels, um, or any of the other items that we had, the Good and Plenty, the ginger ale, the flavored tunas, um, they're available as well. We had some cookies and cream wafers, coconut rolls. I'm probably leaving lots out.
Riri says she would like 2 of the shortbread.
All right, grab 2 shortbread. Okay, here's 2 shortbread. Thank you, thank you. Okay, anybody else? Tamara, did you want any of these, sweetheart? Or were you talking about earlier in the auction? Melissa, check Tamara, if you would, please. Oh, yours was also from Panera. You know what I like there? Although the Panera for me is like 45 minutes away. So I have not been there in years and years and years. Although when I lived in Waco, Waco has a bunch. I go to Panera quite a bit. But I love the French toast bagel. That one was so good. And now I know why you
Belle,
got the butter, because they charge so much for the cream cheese, but yet butter they just give you to give you.
Belle, we got
Yes, ma'am.
Riri's 2 shortbreads, correct?
Yes. hmm
Okay.
And then toss the ham.
Okay. And Diane would
And I
like
still have
1
more
shortbread,
left.
please.
Okay. Here's one for Diane. Okay. Anybody else? Think this is the first time we've ever not had Knoppers or Cinnamon Toast Crunch chosen, but I'm glad y'all found some tasties. I guess I'm going to have to show this one lone cashew bar next time, even though I'm down to only one. And this Nature Valley Crunch, so I'm down to only one. Okay, last call. It was $3. She may still be looking on the replay, so Melissa, you may need to the $3 price in for her to see it. And thank you, Melissa. Okay, last call on these. Let me remove these. Thank you for going back and scanning through, Tamara. Appreciate that so much. All right. Now, most of the time I sell bars individually, but I happen to find these boxes of bars, and these are by Quaker. In these bars, you're going to get 5, and this is what they look like. They are Quaker chewy yogurt, flavored coating blueberry, flavored with natural flavors. Woohoo! And 100% whole grains, no added colors, and a good source of calcium. So $3 starting bid.
Belle, if
Oh,
you
you'll
could
take a lot.
set aside 2 of
I'm
the
sorry.
knoppers for Jackie,
Okay.
and Diane would like the cashew bar.
Okay. Here's the cashew bar. Here's the 2 knoppers for Jackie. Thank you so much.
And I've never had the chewy yogurt bars, but I know that the Quaker chewy granola bars are very good. So I bet these would be really yummy. A good breakfast bar or a snack bar.
I think so too. And I love that it's 100% whole, that there's no added color to it. It's about the only way I can send y'all yogurt. And
And
you're getting
Tamara is
5
going
for only $3, so that's not even $1 each.
Tamara's going to take a strawberry cookie.
All right, let me grab one of those. Fantastic. All right, I've got it. Anybody for 3 for a box of 5 granola bars?
I think that's a great price for a box of granola bars, and it's such a great snack to stick in a backpack, a purse, your car if you need a snack, a lunchbox. They're great. Jed's in for 3. Thank you, Jedit. It's good to see you.
Yay! Well, Troy just needed a guy friend in the chat, and Ted, I don't know if Ted's still here. Sean, I don't know if here. So the guy ballerinos tend to hang out together. I love that about them. They're so gentlemen.
That's great that we have so many
And we pick up
guy
some good food.
viewers chatters.
Yes. And of course, Terry watching with Miss Kitty. Oh, has it been, Tamara? I'm so sorry. All right, well, let's go ahead and count this down. I only have 3 of these 5-pack boxes. Y'all know I yell things individually, but I thought, I don't know if everybody likes blueberry. I don't know if everybody likes yogurt. So I thought better to just sell these at a discounted rate for those who are my blueberry lovers.
We are sold to Jedit. Thank you, Jedit. Let us know how many you'd like.
1, 2, or all 3? Oh, yay! Ted's still here. So Ted and Troy and Jedit, Sean, Mr. Terry. Got a good guy group today. otherwise, it's just so much work. All the cyber door opening and purse holding, for the guys.
We appreciate our lurkers and our people that are chatting here. So thanks for being here.
We do. And, speaking of chatting, we did a merit based giveaway. If anybody else wants to get your entry in, go ahead and put it in. It won't be long before Katie announces who the winner is, and then we'll give the winner choice of prizes.
Jedit is going to take 2, please.
All right.
And Melissa put her question just in the chat. She said, "What's the weirdest food combo that you love and why?"
Anybody for the last box? Last call on the last box. Remember, you're getting 5 for only 3. And we need 4 thumbs to get to 30.
Melissa says she's going to take the last box.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. All right, next, $2. I've got Cliff Bars. I've got chocolate chip, and I have cool mint chocolate.
Tina says that she likes pinto beans and chocolate cake. And if you've never had Cliff Bars, they're very good. They're very filling. So this is something that you can eat and carry you to lunchtime, or if these are your snack in mid-morning or afternoon, these are a great filling snack for you to keep nearby. The chocolate chip is my favorite, but the cool mint is good. It does have a cooling flavor.
And Jen says, ugh, I had the AC on way too long, and now I need to bundle up big time. Well, I've had my AC on a long time, and I'm still dripping with sweat. But then I run my AC on like 82. So if I ever cooled my house down more than 82, I'd be broke. So you can have it on. You just have to have it at a temperature where it will kind of turn off and on when it reaches that temperature. All right, last call on these Cliff Bars. Oh, Jen used to eat these back in the day. Okay, nice. $4 for choice. I have the fancy chocolate covered espresso beans. Or I have dark chocolate covered espresso beans. Want to warn you, I only have one of the dark. These are usually that kind of treat you can only find in a coffee house or a gourmet. But I try to snap them up when I can get them.
That does look like a yummy gourmet treat.
And Melissa, are you ready to make your presentation? Melissa has prepared a presentation for us this afternoon to try to improve how we show and sell food. So we're always trying to improve the channel. I'm not very good at technology, but Melissa can sometimes figure out things that I can't. And we've seen other channels doing more of a visual presentation rather than just limiting themselves to what a channel in the auction block. Jocelyn's in for 4.
Thank you, Jocelyn. Now we're looking for 425. Maybe you need your kick of coffee, but you don't want to make a pot of coffee. This is a great choice for you.
All right. Anybody else?
All right, Melissa has started counting this
Going
down,
once.
so we are going once, going twice. Fair warning, anyone else for 425? And we are sold to Jocelyn. Congratulations, Jocelyn.
Okay, she's going to take one of the milk chocolate. That's great. I have multiples of those. All right, got it. Anybody else?
And
I still have more of the milk.
yep,
And I have just one of the dark chocolate.
now we are open to chat, so anybody else?
Anybody else for chocolate covered espresso beans? Such a great gourmet treat. And before Melissa starts her presentation, do you want to announce a winner?
Okay,
Or do you
I'm
need more time?
going to, well, could we have Melissa go first while I scroll back up? And then after she's done,
Okay, we can
I'll
do that.
announce.
Okay, that sounds great. Sounds great. Okay, Melissa. Oh
Oh,
no, Melissa
Belle,
doesn't think it's working.
uh-oh. Well, while she works on that, I guess I'm gonna scroll back up.
Well, I'm going to put another item up for auction. So you have time. So Melissa may need to reboot. $3 choice. Oh, Jackie, I only have one of dark chocolate. Do you want to get just the one dark chocolate, or do you want a sub chocolate? Okay, so Melissa is showing you some products on screen. Might have to do this on StreamYards next time so Melissa can talk to you about having you buy every product, put it in front of you. Melissa has made pictures of products, and then you can just tell me which ones you want and how much you want. Okay, just take one of each. Then yeah, I appreciate. So these are $3 for choice. You get a choice of the craisins, which are dried cranberries, or the tropical fruit trail mix. So $3 for choice. We changed the icon so y'all don't get confused about what products we are currently showing.
I love the craisins. They're so good.
So,
They're
food in front of your face. Yes, I think they're delicious too. We just thought we would try some of these visuals so that there was less food to have to store, and show you more without the ticking time bomb of expiration dates. So, any interest on these cranberries or tropical fruit trail mix? All right, Melissa, are you able to show the next one, or do we need to exit out to make room for the next one? Okay, next you have your choice of Toastums. These will also be $3 for choice. The flavor choices that we have are s'mores, fudge, cookies and cream, strawberry, cherry, blueberry, and brown sugar. And free.
I'm thinking though that Jedit's 3 is in for the previous items, the trail mix or the tropical mix or the craisins.
Okay, I'm gonna let you with him and then take orders for the toastum. I'm gonna be right back. You're in charge, Katie.
All right, you guys. So you can see all of our flavor choices on the screen. You've got 4, 5, 6, 7 different choices that you can choose from. And I love these pastry snacks. They're so good. You can eat them cold, you can warm them up. I've seen people put them, make ice cream sandwiches out of them. They're a quick and easy breakfast or an anytime treat. Melissa, I don't know if you see Jedit's order, but Jedit is going to take 1 tropical. And in the Toastum boxes, you get 6 of them, which I think is a great choice for a great thing for $3. So you've got some fruit choices with the cherry, the strawberry, the blueberry, or some dessert choices with the s'mores, the brown sugar, the chocolate fudge, and the cookies and cream. And Jedit's going to take 3 of the fudge choices. Thank you, Jedit.
Oops, I was muted. I just realized that. All right, did we figure out what all Jedit wanted? Oh, one
Jedit
tropical.
was going to,
Okay, fantastic.
yes. Jedit took one tropical of the mix, and then he wanted a fudge toastums.
All right, fantastic. I'm so surprised that Teresa didn't get in on those craisins. Usually, Teresa loves the craisins. Oh, just one. Okay, just one is fine. Anybody else?
Sorry, Melissa, I think that was my mistake.
All right, last call before Melissa puts the next picture up. I appreciate y'all letting me show you some of the items this way so as to cut down on all the foods I have to store. This way I can just get what y'all want to have shipped to you. But I've seen some other channels have this type of presentation. Next, we have the Wiley Wallaby. And this is an ostrich. And we have it in 5 different flavors. So we have the lemonade, watermelon, strawberry, the original black, and the pomegranate.
A starting bid
$3 for choice.
a starting bid of only $3, and I know we've had these in the auction before and they've been popular, so if you need to stock up, here is your chance.
And if y'all have
And
seen Lisa in Adventures video about her trying the Wiley Wallaby watermelon, it's an amazing video.
I was just going to say some of the fruit options sounded so good, and the watermelon sounded good too.
Okay, let's have the next one, Melissa.
Hi, Terry Bear. Welcome in.
Hi, Mr. Terry Bear. Next, for those of y'all who are looking for the salty, there's a great restaurant called TGI Fridays, but they've closed a bunch of locations and it's so expensive. However, I can get their potato skins, and their potato skins come in 3 different flavors. They come in pepperoni pizza, in bacon ranch, and in cheddar bacon. And we also have some Stubbs barbecue chips. Your choice, $3.
I love that these come in so many different flavor choices. And Belle's right. Maybe you had a TGI Fridays and would get their potato skins and you don't have one near you anymore. This is a great way for you to keep having that snack that you like without having to drive there.
and make reservations and wait in the lobby with the hangry people and the screaming kids?
Melissa says the stubs are yummy. So there's a good testimonial for the chat.
Okay, is this our last one or do we have one more? I'm trying to remember, Melissa. Okay, Melissa actually found these two cookies for you. One is a coconut cookie, and the other is an almond windmill. A bunch of y'all have been saying, I need those German cookies back. I'm missing those German cookies. People keep telling me that. And I said, Melissa, I can't get any more of these German cookies. We gotta find some more somewhere. So she found these, and she thinks that these taste a lot like the German cookies that I had been selling back in the winter. So if anybody is looking for those fancy, these have the windmill imprinted on them. They're actually made of almonds, though, so warning to anybody who's allergic to nuts like I am. And she also found some coconut bar cookies. So $3 for choice. All right,
And
Diane's
Diane,
going to take. Go ahead.
oh, I was just going to say, Diane was going to take one of each of the TGIF flavors.
Thank you, Diane. You'll have to let us know which you end up liking best.
And I think you had some of these brand of cookies earlier in the auction, but these little Dutch made cookies are very good. I like them. I haven't had these though.
Yes, the strawberry cookies from the beginning of the auction were from that brand, as well as the creamsicle. Okay, Melissa, did we go through all of your presentation? I'm not sure when we've gotten to the last page and when the page is down. Got to get better at doing this. But hopefully, all of Melissa helped y'all out to be able to see products. I will still be showing project live products as well. Oh yes, there is one more picture. Okay, we'll put it on the screen, and then we'll get back to our live food after. Live food. The food sitting on the auction block, I should say. And this next picture is a food that you've seen me sell many, many, many times. It's a favorite of a lot of yours. It is a huge 10-pack. And all of the 10 packs in here are multi-pack. So it's not 10 packages of cookies, it's 10 multi-packs of cookies. And you're going to get two of the multi-packs with the strawberry creme in them, two of the multi-packs with the vanilla creme, two of the multi-packs with the vanilla creme and the chocolate cookie, two of the banana creme and the chocolate cookie, and then two of the orange creme. So this will be $5 for this huge multi-pack of 10 multi-packs. Really, it's a case of cookies.
Teresa said
But
these are
instead of
awesome.
opening it up and always sell you the whole, oh, thank you, Teresa. Always sell y'all the whole case of this. That way y'all can try all of the flavors. I was thinking that too. Between these and the craisins we showed earlier, it seems like that those were the main things for a while I was mailing to y'all.
I was just thinking of the same
Yes.
thing, Teresa, that everybody gets to have their own flavor.
I love that. And also, if you're packing a lunch, it gives you something different to have for different lunches. Eat old tired sandwich or salad. At least your cookies can be different each day. All right. Well, I'm going to let this go to our regular presentations. Next, $3 for choice. I've got a choice of salted caramel fudge kettle corn, and I only have one of those. Also, if you're eating healthy, I have honey and almond granola. $3 for choice.
The kettle corn sounds like such a yummy snack. I love snacks that are a little salty and sweet at the same time.
Yes, that is exactly what it is. Well said. Oh, wonderful, Teresa. All right. Anybody for the kettle corn or the granola? I do want to let you know that the granola is from farm to table, that the granola is premium quality and made in the USA, and that it is a whole grain, non GMO, verified, and gluten free.
Since
Kitty's
Belle
in for
can't send
3.
us yogurt, let her send us the toppings for our yogurt.
There we go.
And it looks like it's in a
We've got Kitty in
resealable
at 3.
pouch.
Yes, 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 yes. We've got Kitty in for 3. We're looking for 325.
So you don't have to worry about your granola getting dried out or unfresh. And Melissa has started to count this down. So she is going once. We are going twice. We're looking for 325. Fair warning. And we are sold to Kitty. Congratulations, Kitty.
Oh,
Kitty
good
is going
ideas,
to take
Nana.
both, please.
All right, so I'm sold out of this one. I have more of the granola. All right, anybody else for granola? Okay, last call. All right, next $2 for choice. have a choice of cheesecloth, which is great for straining stocks, for bundling herbs to baste a turkey, is 100% cotton and lint free. Or I also have a 48 piece cutlery set with 16 spoons, 16 forks, 16 knives. And I'm also going to add this garlic ranch dressing for $2. Getting close to the top of the hour.
We talked about earlier about
Anybody
sometimes
for
you just don't want to wash
go ahead.
dishes, and I think the cutlery set is always a good choice to have plastic cutlery around your house, or if you're sending some plastic forks in a lunchbox, that's always a great thing to have.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to place aside next $3 starting bid for choice. I have toasted coconut macaroons. I have maple nut goodies. This is my last bag though. And I have trail mix mountain blend. And what's in the mountain blend trail mix? It is sunflowers and pepitas and peanuts, raisins, cashews, almonds, and dried cranberries. $3 for choice.
Lily is in for 3. Thank you, Lily. Lily, I see that you had put 2 in there first. Was that for the previous round? Were you looking for the ranch dressing?
Okay, it's garlic ranch dressing. Okay, we can just do a sold for that from the previous round. Okay,
Hold on, Belle. We're
sold to
just making
Lily.
sure what she wanted.
Okay, maybe I read her comment wrong.
Yes, Lily is going to take the dressing.
All right, fantastic. Thank you. Were you also bidding on one of these choices, the macaroons, the maple nut goodies, or the mountain blend trail mix? Oh, she'll keep
She
the
said,
3 in for this too. Okay.
all right, Melissa has started to count this down. So we are going once. We are
Oh,
going
Teresa, I'm
twice.
so glad.
And fair warning. And we are sold to Lily. Congratulations, Lily. Let us know what or ones you'd like and how many. Lily is going to take one of the trail
Okay,
mix.
she's all right. Thank you. I've got 3 left.
And now we are open to chat. So if someone would like to pick, they are welcome to. Diane would like one of the macaroons.
Okay.
And 3 of the trail mix.
All right. Here's 2, and this is the 3rd. Okay.
Jedit, are you interested in the dressing?
Only one dressing. I'm so sorry, Jedit. I tried to give y'all time to bid on it. I really did.
And Riri, we can get you the 1 macaroon, but we are out of the trail mix.
Melissa, do you still have that picture of that other brand of mountain trail mix that we can put on screen to maybe substitute? I don't know if you still have that in your picture file. It wouldn't fit on one of our other pictures, so we just left it off rather than having a picture with just one thing. I don't know if Melissa has that and can put it on screen. There's a different brand that I can get a mountain trail mix from. If y'all would like to order the other brand of mountain trail mix, put it in the chat. I'll see if Melissa maybe still has that picture and can put it on screen. It looks basically the same. It's just from a different manufacturer. And if you don't
Belle,
still have that picture, just put it on the screen. Yes, ma'am?
Belle, I was just going to say, I think you're going to have to restock your trail mix. It seems very popular.
Oh, that's okay, Janet. I understand. Sometimes you need a snack while watching the snack auction. Sometimes you need to run to the bathroom. Sometimes you need to get a phone call. I totally understand. We never know what's necessarily going to be popular and what's not. We weren't sure how many photos y'all would want to sit through. Melissa tried to make some collages, but when we didn't have 4 or 5 of something, I said, well, let's not just keep showing individual photos. So I actually had her take the mountain trail mix out, oh, not realizing it would be so popular. But if anybody wants to order another brand of mountain trail mix, which is basically the same, you can put it in the chat. If Melissa happens to still have the picture, we'll try to show it on the screen. If not, we'll go on to something else and I'll get some for in the future. Keep in mind, as the way y'all voted, rather than having a snack auction every single week, we'll now be having it at the beginning and end of the month. And the 2 in the middle will be Sunday Sparkle. Since y'all said that on the poll, you only wanted 2 snack auctions rather than every week. Thank you so much, Melissa. This is the other mountain trail mix that we can get for y'all. Katie, are your young eyes able to read what all is in it?
Sure. It says there's a blend of peanuts, raisins, M&Ms, almonds, and cashews.
Ooh, actual M&Ms in there? That's exciting. Okay, does anybody want this other brand?
That sounds good
So
too.
it does. So, Melissa, tell people what to put in the chat if they want to also try this brand of Mountain Trail Mix. That way we know which is which. I'd love the feedback on which you prefer so I know which to carry. Well, now that I know y'all are interested in some condiments, I will see what else I can get. I'll tell you a funny story. Since I buy things for me and then I think, well, I will just show it to them. And if they want to buy it, I will sell it to them. Then I'll just go back and get one for me. So that's one of those times when I actually bought that for me and I just sold it to y'all. So I'll get something else for me, but I'll see if they have something else that I can show y'all in. So a lot of times I do that.
Hi, Craig. Welcome in.
Okay. Hi, Craig. We were asking about you earlier. There's our King Bellarino. All right. So Melissa said code nature for this one. And Jocelyn's going to take two of these nature brand mountain trail mixes and read to us one more time what all is in these tasties.
All right. This says Mountain Trail Mix, a blend of peanuts, raisins, M&Ms, almonds, and cashews.
And earlier we had the tropical. If y'all need to see it again, we can put it on the screen. And also had just the crazy. So if you only want the dried fruit, we do that as well. So if anybody needs to see that for comparison, let us know and we will show that again. Kitty says, hello, my favorite king. Okay, how many kings do you have? Well, I shouldn't say that because we have a few queens, including CQ, in the chat. All right. Well, last call on these. Thank you so much, Jocelyn, for being willing to try those. I appreciate it. And we still have the macaroons and the maple nut goodies left. So these two are still available for just $3 if anybody's interested. All right, next, if anybody needs a big bag of candy, these are going to be $3. So first, I have crazy eyeballs, and look at those eyes in their different colors. Then I have some double bubble gum. Look how much you get. So if kids want to try the bubble blowing contest during the summer, this would be gum for it because you get double bubbles with this. And then last but not least, okay, Kitty's going to take 3 of the macaroons. Thank you so much. I've got a sour punch twists. You get a midnight mystery, a monster melon, and a prickly pear. You don't often see melon or pear snacks, especially in these that are all individually wrapped. So $3 for these big family bags.
Those sour punch straws are really good, you guys.
All right. Any interest on these big family? And you know what? I don't think we ever announced the winner of the giveaway. And then we'll do that next. And then we'll have the next $1 round.
All right. So I did pick a winner. We had a lot of great choices in the chat today. Some that sounded really interesting and some that sounded very new. But so thank you for everybody that participated and put in an answer. So the one that I picked today was from Carrie Z. Congratulations, Carrie Z. Carrie Z says that one of her weird food combinations was a grilled cheese sandwich with peanut butter and syrup on top.
Ooh, okay.
And I picked
kinda
that
got
one
the
because
butter and syrup rather than jelly.
and I picked that one just because I like grilled cheese sandwiches too. And that kind of makes me want to try it and try a new weird food combination. And I bet the syrup would kind of make it kind of sweet. So that could be good. So thanks for your entry, Carrie, if you're still here.
Okay, and Carrie, for your prize, you're going to get to pick one of these big family sacks. Which of these do you want as your prize, Carrie? Carrie, paging Carrie. We use the at symbol and see if Carrie is still here. I'd hate for her to miss out on her win. Carrie. Well, we might have to do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, a half, a fourth. Oh no, Carrie. Oh, I'm so sad when y'all leave early. You miss out on the bus. Well, what should we do?
Carrie, if you're still here, let us know so we can send you a prize. Maybe she's stepped away, so we'll give her a second.
Well, we could pick a second winner, or we could just pass. Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you have maybe a backup runner up that we could award? Or was it too close to tell?
It was pretty close to our. There were a lot of great choices today, but I think it was Kitty who said something about was it, oh gosh, was it like the chicken burger balls or some meatballs about something? I can't remember and I can't see the rest of the entries. We've had too many chats today. So I think it was Kitty who put something in.
Okay, well, we will let Kitty be our backup winner then. So, congratulations by default, Kitty, on your meatball idea. Kitty, what would you like for your prize? Crazy Eye Gumball, um, Double Bubble, or the Sour Punch Twists?
Yes, Kitty, the porcupine balls.
That was it. Go with the blue tag. I wouldn't let that one win. I don't think Katie would have chosen that, but if so, I might have had to have vetoed that. It's just so yucky. Sorry, Mr. Terry. Oh, so help me. Oh. Okay, let's see what Kitty picks from these three choices of big family size bags. Okay, she's going to take the Sour Punch. Good. All right, I love that. All right, let's do our next $1 round. Since bowls and cups and napkins were popular at the beginning, let's see what else I have to offer in those areas. Okay, these are going to be $1 starting bid for choice. All right, first I have these striped. This is a turquoise and white. Then I have a blue and white. And look at the pretty scallop on these.
I love that scalloped edge. That's so pretty.
I also have a darker blue and white. Once again, scalloped edge. All right. And I have Nemo and Dory in the big, large size. Oops, there's a glare. Jackie, are you still here? Paging Jackie. Get more napkins. Okay, I also have some LOL. Boop, boop. Those are all wonderful. Um, kind of a grayish silver platinum color. Solid white. You know what? I could probably put these in here. I have some solid
Kitty's
blue.
in for one. Thank you, Kitty.
Let's see what else I have that I haven't showed. Got just one Paw Patrol. And I have a roar some. All right, there we go. All right, these are a lot more limited in quantities.
All right, lots of great choices for only $1. Some character napkins, some cute patterns or solid colors.
Oh, here's one more. This one says, let's get wild. Let's get wild. Let's get wild. All right. So, all right, y'all. All right. Room for everybody. Very limited quantities. Oh, and here's one more thing, too. I've got Reynolds baking cups. in pastels. In here. So I'll put those as a choice as well.
And Nana puts in the chat that she uses sometimes the napkins for Mod Podge crafts. So ceiling lights, boxes, side tables. So if you're looking for crafty napkins, this is a good choice for you.
I can totally do that, especially with these blue and whites and with fancy scalloped edges. I was just thinking they'd be good for 4th of July, but that too. Something about that gingham plaid.
Yes,
Well,
I think
Kitty's in
that's
for
so
one. We're
cute.
looking for $1. Huh?
All right, Melissa has started to count this down. So we are going once, going twice, fair warning, we are looking for $1.25.
And after this round, I want to show you some fancy spoons.
And
when
we
I
are
say
sold to
fancy, I mean
Kitty.
fancy.
Congratulations, Kitty.
Okay, which one are ones and what quantities? Oh, Nana and Melissa are talking crafts now. That's smart because they're both very crafty. That's like Melissa's love language is crafts. Y'all might need to exchange some pictures or do a little call. I love when people find hobbies that they share in common. Makes me so happy.
Kitty says that she would like the ones on the back wall.
All right, how many of each do you want? So these two are one and done. So I know these two you only want one of. So, oh, and this one's a one and done too. So those three are one and done. I do have multiples of these three. Let me get a little sack for all her choices. Melissa, help me out.
Kitty says one of each.
Okay, so here's another one of the silver. Here's the LOL. And here is Dory and Nemo. Okay, you got one of each now. All right, we'll open this to the chat. Who else wants to pick?
Teresa would like one each of the solid colors.
All right, well, I only have one in blue. So that one's going to you and eight. And she'll get the last of the gray. All right, those three are going to Teresa.
And could Kitty get one more of the LOL?
Okay, I only have two more. So after this, this is the very last one left. Oh, and you know what I forgot to show is I did have the matching table cover. Let me know if you want any matching table covers. So of the table covers, I have three, and then that's my last LOL napkin. but no pressure at all. We got so many dots in the chat. If only I could pay my bills with dots. But bum. It's got to be dollars, not dots. These rules, I tell you. Anybody else?
Kitty would like to have the
I
table
thought
cover,
everybody was
please.
going to want these. All right, 1, 2, or all 3?
She says 1.
Okay. You know what I just noticed? These are slightly different. I don't know if it's how they're folded or they just are slightly different. I don't know if you have a preference. This one looks kind of like Sia. Oh, this one looks kind of like heels. If you have a preference, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to go with this one. I kind of fan it out in case anybody prefers. All right, anybody else? Last call on these. All right, let me move these aside. Okay, next I have this really beautiful pan. Now, I know some of y'all can make what you want to with icing. Some of you can punch designs. This is an amazing pan where it transfers this design onto what you're cooking. It is made by Crofton. I'm going to start this out at 10. It's a done.
That looks like so much fun.
Thank y'all. I'm just fun. And look at all of the fun designs. Got watermelon, pineapple, pears, apples, cherries, lemon, strawberry. Anybody for this heavy duty metal pan? All right, now let me show you these spoons. All right, these spoons are going to be $3 starting bid for choice. These are so beautifully elaborate. First of all, they have crystals embedded at the top, and the bottom is a smooth surface. But if you prefer, this one has a crystal embedded at the top, and look at the super fancy bottom to it. $3.
How fancy. Belle showed
Okay,
some kind of gift sets earlier, and I think these could be a fun addition to a little gift set. Or if you want to make a little gift set for people with tea or coffee or hot chocolate, these could be a fun, fancy addition. Nana's in for 3.
thank you.
That means we're looking for 325.
Oh, you know what? I left one of the fanciest ones out. I also have this fancy dragonfly fork. Yes, it's technically a fork, but look at this gorgeous dragonfly. And yep, so heavy it makes a thud.
I feel like you wouldn't want to put these away if you got them.
And these are so cute for a tea party or when you have that fancy lady from the neighborhood over for coffee. Well, let's go ahead and count this down. And then after this, I'll show some that actually hang on the edge of your mug. Not on the edge of your seat, but on the edge of your mug. Spoiler
All right,
alert, they're cute little cats.
we are going once. Going twice and fair warning. We are still looking for 325 if anybody else wants to jump in. And we're sold to Nana. Congratulations, Nana.
All right, which one or one?
Nana would
Oh,
like
I'm so sorry. Let me tell you what my quantity is. I only have one left of the fork. I'm so sorry. So this one and this one are one and done. But in this spoon, I do have 5 left. I'm so sorry. The dragonfly fork sold out first. Yes, it was a dragonfly. See, here's the dragonfly. Here's the fork. Oh no, Tina must have walked away and then she walked back and she's like, "What? I missed a dragonfly fork." That's what happens when people walk away. I'm so sorry. I only have one. I mean, I will have some different spoons of different types, but of the dragonfly, I only have the one. Okay, so now seeing the quantity that I have, let's check back with Nana, Miss Katie.
Nana, are you still interested in one each of the spoons? And Belle can get you 1 fork.
Let's see what she wants to do, and then we'll open it up to the chat to see if anybody wants what's left. And then I do have some other different designs to show to y'all. Oh, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We are looking for you. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, I had to go back with the other rib. Oops. Okay, so Did she hear where we're short? One of each.
So not
Okay. So, okay. All right. Here's one of each of the three. Thank you so much. Okay. Anybody for the remaining ones? Once again, they have this fancy gemstone at the top and smooth bottom. And also, if you look along middle part, some cute little nubs to them. Great for gripping. All right. Anybody for the remaining four? Anybody for the remaining four?
Janet, if it
Figured you
helps,
were
you can
laughing
always
when you said bless you.
go back and come on in, or make sure that your bar is pulled all the way to the end of the video. We're sorry.
Okay, last call on these. Next, I want to show you a hanging spoon. And some of you are going to say, well, what do you mean by a hanging spoon? That doesn't make sense. Spoons don't hang. I have this cute little cat spoon. Look at this sweet little cat face. And it hangs on the side of your cup. So whether you think it's a mascot or a companion, Melinda, Zane, to see you. Oh, and I don't know if Melissa sent you a gift alert, but last night Diane gifted not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven, not eight, not nine, but 10 sticker art books to Zane's toy drive. So I picked them out this morning. I picked a variety of Nickelodeon and Disney and Dragon and Fisher Price and all the best ones. So she made that donation last night. So I hope Melissa sent you the gift alert. So
Hi, Melinda.
$3
Welcome
for
in.
this cute little cat, and it hangs on your cup. So maybe you've stirred, and it hangs here. Stir, 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 stir that coffee, stir that hot tea, stir, 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 and then hang it on the side. All right, anybody $3 for this cute cat spoon that hangs on the outside of cups?
That's great. So you don't have to get your table messy by setting your spoon aside, or you don't have to lose your spoon in your cup.
Or maybe you're just a cat lover and you just think it looks cute sitting there and you just have one that's in your coffee station or your kitchen just as decor.
It is
All
very
right, well,
cute.
I'm going to move this to the side. Sue, are you still here? That totally looks like a thing that AZ Sue would really like. All right, next we're going it down to only $2. Let me show you what spoons are available at $2. Has anybody ever said, "Oh, are you just going to shovel that food in?" This spoon, it literally looks like a shovel. This one also looks like a shovel, but they are different shaped. If you were liking it, the spoons before, this one's not quite as elaborate, but it does still have a pretty leaf pattern. So we're going to put this little spoon next to it. If you wanted a dragonfly fork, but I ran out of dragonfly fork, this is still a fork. And look at this really elaborate handle. So I'm going to put this out. Well, we need to stand up. There we go. And if you're saying, why are all of these silver tone? No fair. Don't you have any fancy gold tone? The answer is yes, I have gold tone. Here is a gold tone long spoon, like for iced tea. And here is a spoon for when you've stirred with love, when you've made something with love. It literally looks like a heart. I'll put it this way so y'all can see the heart. All right, looking for just $2 for any of these cute spoons. Or the fork. Who's got a 2 for me? Oh, Nana says these are cute to display in a potted plant. I never thought about that because they're spoons, but yes, that's a darling idea. Nana's in for 2.
Thank you, Nana. That means we're looking for 225. And Melissa has started to count this down. So we are going once, going twice, and fair warning. We are sold to Nana. Congratulations, Nana.
Congratulations, Nana.
Nana is going to take one of both of the shovels.
Okay, let me grab those. All right, here's each of the shovels. Thank you so much. I still have 2 left of each one. If somebody else wants to get in on that.
Yes, we are open to chat now. So if anybody else in the chat needs a cute spoon, go ahead and jump on in.
They might be great as your sugar spoon too, or even a spoon for confectionate sugar to sprinkle it over, or for sprinkles on ice cream. If you sprinkled with the heart-shaped one, you'd be sprinkling it with love.
I think that would be a cute idea.
Okay, any other interest? Well, I want to thank Katie Marie for co-host. We're going to parade raid to my friends Tracy and Colleen. Y'all let them know that Southern Belle sent you in a parade raid. Make sure you click my notifications for Monday night at 7 p.m. Katie's going to be right back with us. Going to have another Bargains by Belle. Able to combine you bought on Saturday and Sunday with tomorrow, and Thursday I will pack and invoice you all. Melissa for making us for your visual presentations. It was wonderful, ever so much. And I les le bon temps. Well, May God bless y'all. See you back tomorrow night at 7. And y'all click the link
Bye,
and
everyone.
raid over.